Good afternoon and welcome to the City of Belleville Committee of Adjustment meeting for Thursday, October the 14th. My name is Brian Miller and I will be chairing the meeting today. Our first item of business is disclosure of pecuniary interest and the nature thereof. Does anyone have any to notify us of? I'll take that as a no. Well, welcome. And our first application today is for a minor variance A3321 25 Sumac Terrace, City of Belleville, and Mark and Dina Miron. And Andrew, you can let us know what's happening with that.
Certainly, Mr. Chair. So an application A3321 has been submitted for this property. The subject lands is zoned R2 zone and is developed with a single detached dwelling and a deck. And the applicant proposes to expand the deck into the rear yard setback with a setback of 3.05 meters. Normally for a rear yard deck, you can go up to 4.6 meters 4.5 meters for a deck. So this application is facilitating the request to further expand their deck. Back to you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Is Mr. or Mrs. Miron with us today, Mark?
They're being added right now.
Dina,
hi.
Welcome.
Yeah, hi.
Okay, you're just enlarging the deck that is there, correct?
That's right.
Yeah. Do you have any questions, comments, concerns for the committee?
No, I think it's pretty straightforward. It's just it's too narrow right now to have access, when people are on the deck to the barbecue and things like that. So, and we're hoping to be able to entertain more, outdoors and have people, over there. And we just can't do it with the configuration and with it being 10 feet wide right now. So we're hoping to be able to get permission to go 15 feet wide.
Okay. Does the committee members have any questions for Ms. Miron? Okay, we'll take that as a no. Is there anyone else that wishes to comment on sumac in the public? Mark?
I don't have anyone on my list.
Okay, thank you. So if there's no further comment.
Sorry, let me just clarify. There was a Jim Preston and a John Preston. Sorry, this is a different application. Just clarifying. Nope, that's the next application. So no one to speak to this.
Okay, thank you. So if there's no further questions, comments, Carol, are you making a motion to approve it? Seconded by Robert. All in favor? Carried. Thank you, Ms. Miron.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, our next application is for a minor variance at A3421 160 Catherine Street. The owners are Belleville and District Shrine Club, and the agent is John Preston. And Andrew, you can update us on what's happening there.
Surely. This minor variance application is for 160 Catherine Street. The subject land is zoned R4 zone and is currently developed with a legal non-conforming assembly hall. The applicant requests relief to facilitate the construction of a storage garage, which you can see on your on the right-hand side of the slide, which will expand the legal non-conforming use with the storage garage. So this proposed structure is also exceeds the maximum height for an accessory building of 4.5 meters, but will have a setback of about 3 meters from the property lines. That seems to be about it for my notes. Back to you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Is there anyone from the Shrine Club available to join us?
Yeah, Mr. Preston joins.
Mr. Preston's on mute.
Hi, how are you?
Good afternoon, Mr. Preston.
John Preston. I don't have any questions. Does anybody else have any questions? It's just basically for storage for our parade floats and stuff like that, and so you know, to keep stuff keep things out of the weather so that it gets damaged.
Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Preston? I have one. Is this a freestanding building? It's not an addition to the existing building. Is that correct?
No, it's not it's not an addition. It's a freestanding to the right of the existing building,
Okay.
or in the far back.
Anyone else have any questions for Mr. Preston? Is there anyone else from the organization that wishes to comment, John?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Is there anybody from the general public that wishes to comment, Mark?
There are none.
No, there are none. Okay. And if there's no further questions, then Robert, are you making the motion to
Accept, yep.
to approve it? And Susan Smith seconded. All in favor? Carried. Thank you, Mr. Preston.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Moving right along, our next application is for a minor variance A3521 261 Front Street. The owners are Janet and Ken Hardeman, and the agents are Hillary Murphy of Task Force Engineering. And Andrew, you can update us on that.
Perfect. So this property of 261 Front Street is zoned C2 3 zoned and is developed with a building that covers majority of the lot's area with 3 available parking spaces. The second story is currently used as part of the commercial space, but is a little bit smaller in area, as shown in the bottom of the slide there. The applicant is proposing to renovate the second floor into 4 residential dwelling units, which will in itself require 5 new parking spaces. The application requests is to reduce the required number of parking spaces. Overall, this reduction will be a total of 5 parking spaces being relieved, 3 from the existing commercial and 2 from the proposed residential. Back to you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Is Mr. and Mrs. Harnden with us today? Or Hillary?
Janet is joining now, Janet Harnden, and Hillary is joining as well.
Good afternoon. Oop, you're on mute, Janet.
Hi there.
Hello. Good afternoon, Janet.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Do you have any comments to make or questions, concerns?
No, we won't own the building as of next Friday, so I don't have any concerns.
Anybody have any questions for Ms. Harnden? Anybody else from the general public that would available to make comment? Mark?
I believe Nick was to speak to this 261 Front.
That's correct.
So he's been asked to join.
Hi, it's Nick DiDonato here.
Yes.
I will be purchasing this building as of next week. Our proposal was to take over the commercial space, but we thought the best use for the downtown gentrification for the second floor would be a residential. We believe that that's one of the things that will make the downtown core of Oakville a vibrant location, and the commercial spaces really need the gentrification and the population that can live downtown and shop downtown. So we feel this is the best use for this location, and hope that you will give us some consideration with respect to parking.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions for Nick? No? Is there anyone else, Mark, that wishes to comment on Front Street property?
No, that's everyone.
Okay. So no further comments from Janet, Hillary, Nick. Glenn, do you have a questions?
Just that this is part of the whole parking downtown thing that I think we've covered before, and we know that that we need to make some adjustments, but we certainly shouldn't penalize people buying buildings or trying to build more residential units at this time. So if there are no other comments, I'm happy to put forward a motion to approve.
Robert, did you have a question or?
Well, a comment in relation to our package. It talked about
monetary compensation to the city. Are we still looking to do that when we grant parking relief, that there's monetary compensation to the city? Or is that something they're trying to change with the new, what we're trying to push
Andrew,
through?
Greg?
No, ultimately, the city's cash in lieu of parking policy is still in effect, and so we have been accepting payments of I think at the moment it's $1,000 per space that cannot be provided, which is a very low amount when you look at what it actually costs to create a parking space. But it's a value that was set in the 1990s when the policy came into play.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that gets noted, because there's a note here that we should be asking for $5,000 towards the city parking reserve.
Okay,
That's correct. So that would
Part
represent
of
those
the
5
motion.
spaces.
okay. Glenn, you made a motion to
To approve.
this,
Yeah.
and
That's-
Susan Smith, you're seconding it?
Yep.
Any other further questions, comments? If not, all in favor? Carried, thank you.
Thank you all. I appreciate it.
Okay,
Good luck.
so moving right along, our next order of business is a confirmation of the minutes of September 16th. Any comments, questions? Carol, you make the motion to
Yep.
accept them? Seconded by Sue Smith. All in favor? Thank you. We do have another item to deal with, and that is under general business, that the minutes from August the 19th, we didn't approve them last time, so because there was I think an issue with those, but now I think they're in order, so we will need a motion to accept the minutes of August 19th. Moved by Mr. Sanderson, second by Robert. All in favor? Carried, thank you. The other business was just an update. Deferred application from Home Road remains on hold as Quinte Conservation comments remain outstanding. And Greg, Andrew, any further correspondence?
Just that
No?
I did follow up with Conservation Authority, and they're still waiting for the applicant to provide them with a survey that they had requested.
Okay, so we'll deal with that in the future then. Okay, our next meeting is November 18th. And if no further questions, comments, concerns, and adjourn. Moved by Glenn, second by Chris. All in favor? There we go. Done. Thanks very much to everyone.